want to talk about the cultural political shift because you see people like Joe Rogan, like Elon Musk, and other people of influence seemingly moving a little bit towards more conservative principles. You see Elon replying to End Wokeness on Twitter, which is a popular conservative publication, which is interesting. He's interacting with like very conservative things. Elon recently collaborated for an hour with Ben Shapiro. More people appear to be aligning with conservative views. How many people are moving to the left these days, do you think?
I think the left is in a really bad place right now. And I think it's because they kind of lost the plot. And rather than focusing on the genuine economic concerns that I think we have some proposals to improve, a lot of the focus ended up being, and unfortunately, it's just representative of what you experience on social media. It's a small group of people who I think have hijacked the, for lack of a better word, branding of the left and what the left represents. And all they do all day is scold. Scold, 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 right? We're super pure. We're the best. We're the kindest. We have the biggest hearts. You have to use this rhetoric. You have to use this language. You have to believe this, that. And if you question anything, if you ask the wrong questions, you're a bad person. Everyone's a right-winger, by the way. Like, I'm a right-winger, according to the online left. It's absurd.
So I've seen that picture Elon tweeted where he was like right in the middle. You have like the right and the left, but then all of a sudden the left moves like way far down, and then he's staying in the exact same spot, but it seems like he's more conservative just because the left has moved this way. Do you find that to be accurate or true?
I find Elon to be a marker of any political ideology a big mistake. I don't even really know how to answer that question by thinking about Elon Musk. Like Elon Musk.
But I think a lot of people seem to relate to that, where, you know, they always say, I'm right in the middle. But lately I've been aligning a little bit more because the left has moved so here and I've stayed in the middle. It seems like I'm more conservative than I am.
You're called things that are like alt-right conservative things for saying the same thing you've been saying for the last 25 years of your life.
I just think the left needs to focus on the issues that have broad appeal. And those issues tend to involve economic anxieties, stress about our financial system, stress about our healthcare system. Those are issues that appeal to people across the board, including, by the way, Trump supporters who found his pro-labor messaging, however hollow it might be, very appealing. And so if you focus on the issues that would help to build a broad coalition as opposed to sitting behind a computer and just scolding people all day, I think you're going to do a better job, you know, building support for your movement. And there hasn't been a lot of focus on that. There's also been like a little bit of a war within the left where you have identitarians who want to make everything about personal identity. And then the so-called, you know, economic essentialists who just want to focus on economic issues without getting too bogged down by, you know, allegations of racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, all of that stuff. Now, those isms exist, and I do find them to be a problem, but I think that the way the left talks about that problem would have you believe that it's like so widespread and it's like destroying everything. I think that they overemphasize those things. I think that they're also very quick to call people racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, and then you end up losing the meaning of those words. And I've gotten to a point where if I see the online left accuse someone of being one of the isms, I'm like, but are they? Like, I'm way more skeptical now.
Why does it seem like both sides are getting more extreme? Like you have the right just going crazy right and the left going crazy left. Why do you think that is?
Because
is it just an echo chamber?
I think the extremes are overrepresented on social media.
Okay.
Everyone else, all the normies, all of the critical thinkers, all the people who haven't bought into extremism on either side, and I think that's representative of the majority of the country, they're not engaging on Twitter because they don't want to be dogpiled. They see what the rhetoric is like. They see what the discourse is like. So they just stay out of it. But if you talk to normal, everyday people, they've got some views that are conservative, some views that are definitely like on the left. People tend to be a mix of both, which is why I think most Americans, if they stop and think about it and they're not forced to take a side or feel pressure to take a side, they're probably somewhere in the middle.